And welcome back to OZI Explorer tutorial number 4, where we're going to talk about how to calculate areas and how to measure distances. So, to calculate the area of our 50% probability, is a fairly easy thing to do in OZI Explorer. Now, why this would be useful information is if we know what this area is in square kilometers or whatever unit we want to use, the search manager can use that information to determine how long it will take to search that area. So let's get started. Open up our track control, make sure that the area that we want to calculate is at the top of the list. So click on 50% probability and either use the up arrow here to move it up 1 point. So now it's in the top line. And this is important. So whatever's in the top line is what we're going to calculate the area on. So now that that has been done, we're going to go over to the top menu and click on Options and Area Calculation. And here we are. 2.8 square kilometers is the total area. And from that, the search manager can plug that number into the search manager's calculator or the ICS form helper, and they can determine that with, for example, 10 searchers in the field, it will take a specific number of hours to search that area. So very useful information for the search manager. Now I'm just going to do it once more. I'm just going to calculate the area of this green polygon that we've outlined. That is a search area number 103. Okay, so again, we're going to open up our track control and take area 103. And if this line happened to be way down here, we don't have to skip it up one at a time. We can click on this button for more options and move the selected track to position 1, and there is at the top. So now it will be the area that will have the calculation done. So 103 is at the top. Come to the top menu bar to Options and Area Calculation, 0.3 of square kilometers. So now we can give that number, the 0.3, to the search managers, and they can do their calculations for how long it's going to take for a set number of people to search that area. And they might determine, hey, that's just going to take too long, and so then we divide the search area into 2, and then they can put one team into each of those new areas. Okay, so that's calculating areas. The next thing we're going to do is measure distances. So let's say we want to measure the distance from the last known point to where we found this backpack. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to go up to this little ruler bar, show the distance and bearing display. But before I do that, I'm just going to click once on, just close to the last known point. I'm just going to click there once with the mouse. I'll go back up to the ruler. Okay, so this displays my distance and the bearing. And I'll bring my cursor back to the last known point, and it says very close to 0 kilometers. I just move my cursor to the backpack, and it says 0.52. So half a kilometer between last known point and backpack. Very easy calculation to do in OZI Explorer. Okay, so that's how we measure areas and how we measure distances in OZI Explorer. Thank you.